Day 4, Stage 3 in the Santos Tour Down Under. And in a tour this week full of so many traditional things, the Corkscrew Climb, Willunga Hill, the Friday stage had a feel of something new. A new start in Henley Beach and a new finish in Nairn. There were the jersey wearers, Jay Vine in the Ochre Leaders jersey, just as he'd been a few years ago when he took a win overall here. Yesterday he'd got his first ever stage win in the Santos Tour Down Under. And today, he would have been hoping for something of an easier day before the Willunga Hill triple ascent on Saturday's stage. This should be a sprint stage on paper, but the first category early climb of Wickham Hill would be something to test everybody on this course, not to mention the lumpy finale as well. Stuart O'Grady, the race director, waved the flag. 25 degrees the temperature. This weekend, it's set to climb to 40 degrees. It's going to be warm. Straight away, Baptiste Veerstroffer and regular in the breakaway this week, Enzo Pellegrini made their way up the road, climbing, as we so often do, straight out of Adelaide. They were joined by the FX King of the Mountains wearer, Martin Jurenstad, the Norwegian realising a third day in the breakaway should be enough to secure him that FX King of the Mountains jersey. Well, the bunch eased up, the gap eased out. 2 minutes and 4 seconds by the time Martin Jurenstad took maximum points at the top of Wickham Hill. 10 points for that first category climb. Behind, Ineos Grenadiers doing lots of pacing and controlling, thinking about Sam Welsford. Bear in mind, in the last 2 Santos Tours Down Under, Sam Welsford has won 3 stages on both occasions. We got kangaroos today as well, on shot for the first time this week, which is almost more important than the cycling. Baptiste Veerstroffer hoovering up the intermediate sprint points out on course. It didn't really have any great importance, but he made sure of it both times. Then, with 40k to go, things started getting really interesting behind. Damien Howson marshalling an attack there for the Australian national team, and a very select group pushing forwards. Behind, though, the gaps did start to close up. Patrick Eddy, the Australian road race champion, had a really big go to see if he could get up the road as well. But the gaps were being closed down. Fellow Aussie Rob Stannard, the Bahrain victorious, also trying, and sneakily squeezing on a few gaps on the others, but it did come back. Ineos Grenadiers and Visma Lease Bike looking to control things for Matthew Brennan and Sam Welsford too. This was a strange mood. Titouan Fontaine going after his own teammate in the breakaway as well, the Frenchman, for Groupama FDJ. Scratching our heads a little bit, were we, John Mould and I, to try and figure out why he was doing that, but all the same, it stirred up a few people. Martin Jurenstad's job was done in the breakaway, and he sat up, waved goodbye to them. And just as we'd had on stage 2 into Tanunda, there was one rider left, Enzo Pellegrini. The Frenchman hanging out there by himself until very, very close to the finale. And this was that finale. Tord Gudmestad again trying to do what he did coming into Tanunda, leading out Tobias Lund Andreasen, but this time coming up with speed behind was Ben Swift leading out Sam Welsford. He dispatched Welsford, Welsford opened up the gaps, and that's how it would finish. He got his stage win at last. It's not looking like it's going to be the 3 stage wins of last year this time, but you could see the relief of Sam Welsford and his Ineos Grenadiers team that they got the job done. And there it was, Sam Welsford ahead of the stage 1 winner Tobias Lund Andreasen. Lewis Bauer with a fantastic sprint, the Kiwi, in third, ahead of Jake Stewart and Aaron Gate. Here it was again from on high. Tord Gudmestad with a brilliant lead out. Tobias Lund Andreasen in the blue sprints jersey in prime position right there. Now, what you're not going to see in this shot is there was a crash in there. I'll come back to that in just a moment. There was a crash in the running into the finish as well. Sam Welsford so well placed. Look at that lead out by Ben Swift. Absolutely brilliant. And some non-sprinty types also involved in this sprint finish, by the way. Notice Finn Fisher-Black down there getting involved in the big bunch sprint. And he wasn't the only one, because Anton Charmig behind them also sprinted in. A hard enough stage to mean that some of the hardy riders got to sprint too. Welsford's relief and emotion after the finish was evident for everyone to see. And there was pretty much no change in the general classification. Jay Vine and Johnny Alvarez sitting at the top of the standings. Vine will see another day in Oka tomorrow, but it will be the triple ascent for the first ever time of Willunga Hill, where he will have to defend it. And I'll repeat again, expected temperature tomorrow for that Queen stage, 40 degrees. And there it is, enjoying the flat run-in by the sea. And the McLaren Vale itself, the wine-growing region, of course, but then taking on that absolutely crucial double ascent at the end of Willunga Hill. You will want to join us tomorrow. Join John Mould and me, Jez Cox, as we bring you the Queen stage of the Santos Tour Down Under.